It's honestly quite concerning where the tune for our national anthem comes from. The lyrics were written by Francis Scott Key, but where did the melody come from? Where did the tune come from? Not Francis Scott Key. The melody was actually composed by John Stafford Smith, a member of the Anacreontic Society, an 18th century gentlemen's club of amateur musicians in London, specifically English Freemasons who wanted to honor the ancient Greek poet Anacreon. So unsurprisingly, John Stafford Smith was also a Freemason, specifically a British Mason of Inverness Lodge number 4 in London. Ralph Tomlinson, president of the society, added words, which we'll talk about in a second. In addition to the Anacreontic Society, the song was used by a Masonic orphan school as their song. The first verse was published in a Masonic songbook around 1795 called A Collection of Masonic Songs. The sixth verse proclaims unanimity, friendship, and love. Freemasons promote friendship, morality, and brotherly love. Also, it soon became a popular drinking song across the country. So the original song has a strong Masonic connection, which should be concerning. But if that doesn't concern you, let's take a look at the words. The original song is called To Anacreon in Heaven. Concerned now? The society is named after Anacreon. The song says Anacreon in heaven. They think pretty highly of Anacreon, don't they? Just that phrase alone elevates him to God-like status. The whole song is about gods. It mentions Bacchus, the god of wine, Venus, the god of love and sex, Jove, the god of thunder and the sky, Apollo, the god of the sun, Styx, the goddess of the underworld, and Mount Olympus, home of many of these gods. The sixth verse proclaims that they as a brotherhood have the sanction of the gods. What is a sanction? A decree, an agreement, an oath. It also says a fiat of Jove. What is a fiat? A decree, an order, a commandment. This society doesn't answer to the God of heaven. They declare in their song that they worship mythological gods. So how did the melody of this song become the melody of the national anthem? The War of 1812. Fort McHenry successfully defended Baltimore Harbor from an attack by the British Army. During the British bombardment, an American flag was flown over Fort McHenry, which was soon replaced by a larger American flag signifying victory over the British in the Battle of Baltimore. Seeing the flag inspired Francis Scott Key to write the poem Defense of Fort McHenry. After finishing the poem, Key gave it to his brother-in-law, Joseph H. Nicholson, who saw that the words metrically fit the melody of the Anacreontic song, or To Anacreon in Heaven. He took the poem to a printer in Baltimore who made the first broadside copy on September 17, 1814. 3 days later, it was published in 2 newspapers with a note saying, Tune, Anacreon in Heaven. It officially became the national anthem on March 3, 1931. So who are we really honoring when we sing the Star-Spangled Banner? The poem has an inspirational story, there's no denying that. But the song is honoring Greek mythology. It's honoring other gods. There's always an annual debate about whether we should celebrate the 4th of July in church during worship. Maybe this is a valid piece of fuel to add to the fire. The national anthem has even been published in several hymnals, 445 to be exact. It sure isn't a hymn to God, though. But the more we sing the song, the more we embody it, the more we believe it, the more we honor Freemasonry and mythology. Anton LaVey, founder of the Church of Satan, wrote in The Satanic Rituals Companion to the Satanic Bible on page 21, Satanic ritual is a blend of Gnostic, Kabbalistic, Hermetic, and Masonic elements. And on page 58 of that same book, he wrote, Masonry contains numerous manifestations of Satanism. I don't think we can find a much more reliable source than that. Freemasonry and mythology go hand in hand. They are both Antichrist. This song and this melody are Antichrist. We need to go against the grain. Avoiding the song is inevitable. You're bound to hear it somewhere. But that doesn't mean you have to sing along or even put your hand on your chest. Because what are you pledging to? Food for thought. We live in a world where just about everything needs to be researched. Because we're out here doing a lot of things that we shouldn't be doing, and we don't even know it. Music is one of Satan's greatest tools. Remember, Lucifer himself was a musician in heaven. So don't let your allegiance to this country keep you drawn to singing this song, because you'll actually be pledging allegiance to something else.